Real Life, Real Crime is a true crime podcast brought to you by Woody Overton and executive producer Toby Tomplay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney prior to and during any questioning. You can't afford one, the court will appoint one for you. You understand your rights?
Your crime spree was over, son. Yeah, you thought you had it licked, but Detective Overton made your sugar turn to shit. Get ready, you're gonna do time. Real life, real crime.
Warning. This episode of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast, may contain descriptions of acts of violence or that are of a sexual nature. It should be for people that are 18 years or older. Heed my warning, people. I did not get the facts of these cases off of the internet or from some television show. The facts we're retelling you were presented to us by the victims of the crimes or the perpetrators who committed the crimes against the victims. My description of the crime scenes are what I saw with my own two eyes. If you're gonna get offended, please turn this podcast off now. Thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this little drop of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. As always, I'm your host, Woody Overton. And today I just want to talk to you about a couple things real quick that are important. Number one, I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to Le Chien Brewery down in Springs on Sunday. We had a great time, y'all. Tons of people. And what was so cool for me was not only the fact that Le Chien and their owners, the best people in the world, y'all, the sons and the dad that run the place, and they make all the beer there. It's fantastic. And Mickey Watts from Buddy's Barbecue came out and cooked. And we also had a company show up and surprise me called Running Boards Marketing out of Baton Rouge. And there was a truck with this big electronic billboard displayed on it with Real Life, Real Crime. So I want to say thank you to them too. But what was really cool for me was getting to meet all the kids and the pets. And so I'll never forget it. If you want to go to the crew page and check out a bunch of the photographs, I think most of the ones that we took with that Jeffrey Wells took on his camera, and then everybody was taking them on their phone also. So I think most of those pictures are represented pretty well. I took pictures and signed autographs for like 3.5 of the 4 hours. So we were very busy. So thank everybody for coming out. It was awesome to get to do something local and for free for our fans. And, it was just super cool. So thank you. Thank you for everybody that was involved. And, I really do appreciate it. Yeah. I think we had fans driving from Wisconsin, Lake Charles. I mean, plus, all the local lifers. So thanks again. All right, real quick. Let me get this out of the way. This is the bad news. Due to COVID, I'm canceling the Dallas show. Okay. Your money will be refunded probably before you hear this. All the money is going to be returned from Eventbrite. It's unfortunate, y'all. I mean, it's really sad, but with the new mask mandates and recommendations that everybody has to mask up even indoors. Well, I'm just not going to make my fans do that. Not only have I been vaccinated, I had the COVID, but I mean, people are dying. My chief of security's brother died last week, and I've known him my whole life. He's a year and a half older than me, and I got a call today my head researcher, if you will, that Tina Stafford Pearson's brother-in-law passed away today due to COVID. I mean, it's just people are dying from it, whether you believe in it or not. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm not going to take the two things. I don't want to take the chance of piling 250 people inside like that and somebody actually be able to pass it to somebody. Also, I don't want to tell somebody you have to pay money and come to the show and mask up. So it's just not worth it. We're going to cancel it for now. Put it back on the table. Dallas, we love y'all in the Dallas area. I mean, you're the biggest listening group in the United States, and we will be back sometime after the Crew Bash, okay? And I apologize, and I got to cancel hotel rooms and everything also. And if I'm afraid if I wait a couple more weeks and do it the last second, maybe people won't be able to get their money back and stuff like that. But your money is not what's important. Your health is important. And of course, to me, your freedom is important, freedom of choice. And I'm just not going to make anybody I don't want to play. I'm not going to play a live show with a mask on. I can tell you that. So, but I'm sorry, we will be back. Dallas will be the first show we play after the Crew Bash. Now look, the Crew Bash still on, y'all. February 4th and 5th for VIP, February 5th for everybody at the Texas Club. Those tickets are still on sale, and I think over half the VIPs are sold out already. But so anyway, Dallas, I apologize, and we will be back. Legal Draft Brewery, we love y'all up there in Arlington, Dallas area. Y'all, give them a chance if you need a cold beer. It's supposed to be really, really good. So now, the final thing. This is the last few days. I think we have voting for the People's Choice Podcast Awards ends on the 31st, which is Saturday. It's the last thing you're going to hear about from y'all is on this. If it's, hey ladies, are you feeling overwhelmed by hormonal changes? Well, you're definitely not alone. There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living in our environment right now. It's in your food, your water, the air you breathe, the clothes you wear, your skincare products. They all mess with your hormones. Then there's the natural hormone changes your body goes through, premenopause, menopause. And while it's a natural process, it doesn't mean you have to suffer through it. The good news is you don't have to suffer through it anymore, because now you have Hormone Harmony, a formula made only with herbal ingredients that are shown to reduce hormonal symptoms in women of all ages. Hormone Harmony is not just a hormone support and supplement. It's become a phenomenon. Women can't stop talking about it on social media. A bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds. And the biggest benefit? Well, my wife says it makes her feel like her own self again. And that's what women mention over and over in the reviews. And there are over 30,000 reviews for Hormone Harmony. And for a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use code RLRC at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC for 15% off today. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC. Hey y'all, let me tell you about Gobble. All Gobble meal kits are pre-prepped. That means less work for you and less waste in your kitchen. Their meal kits include everything you need so you can save time at the store or just skip that trip entirely. I got the box in and I had 3 different meals. I had a Kung Pao chicken, crispy fish tacos, and a beef bourguignon, however you say it. But let me tell you about the classic beef bourguignon. Look, it came with beef pot roast and a beef broth concentrate, red wine demi-glace, cremini mushrooms, cipollone onions, mashed potatoes, baby carrots, and rosemary thyme butter. It was so easy to make. Literally like 15 minutes it took Cindy. And let me tell you something, all the dishes were fire, but this thing was like a taste explosion in my mouth. It's just unreal. We got to spend more time together and more time doing the things we love because everything came in this one single box.
right to my door. So see what a difference Gaba will make for your household. Right now, they're offering my listeners a fantastic limited time deal. You get $120 off across 4 boxes, plus free shipping and free cookies. And let me tell you, those cookies, I ate one that was sin baked and it was delicious. Go to gobble.com/real life. That's GOBBLE.com/real life for $120 off your first 4 boxes. This offer is not available on the home site, so don't miss out. This is genius. It's taste explosions in your mouth like you never had.
After the 31st, don't even bother. But before the 31st, I'm going to ask y'all to please go and vote. Now, the People's Choice Podcast Awards are the oldest and the longest running podcast awards that there are. I think it's like 15 years, y'all. And, I've already won it once and came in runner-up in another category. So I would like to win it again. But we don't have the big show money. We don't have the big show production companies and the cross promotion and stuff. But we won it because the lifers are the best fans in the world. I've said it time and time again, and I'll continue to say it. I'll put you up against anybody in the world. I don't believe anybody has the fan base that we do, and that's a fact. But it's yes, it is a prestigious thing. For us, for me in the podcast industry, it's a very prestigious thing, and I don't know what else to equate it to. So I would ask, would you please take just a moment, go to www.podcastawards.com, and then it'll pop up. You'll have to enter your email and then a password that you make up it doesn't have to be the password for your email and the password. And then once you do that, a list of nominations will come up. Now, I would ask 2 of the categories that, I think 2 or 3, the Adams Curry's People's Choice Podcast of the Year Award. I'd ask that you either vote for Real Life, Real Crime or another dear friend of ours in local business, Local Leaders, the podcast, Jim Chapman, are huge supporter of Real Life, Real Crime. I don't care who you vote for, but if you would, please vote for one of us. Then under Best Business Podcast, absolutely 1,000%. Please vote Jim Chapman's Local Leaders Podcast. And then for me, y'all, then they have Best Male Host. Then under that category, if you would, please either vote for Real Life, Real Crime or Local Leaders Podcast. Then for True Crime, if you would, please, y'all, you're scrolling down the list. And you don't have to go and vote in all these different categories. It's like 50 of them. When you get to True Crime, please scroll down and vote for Real Life, Real Crime. It takes just a second. Also nominated in Storytelling and Drama, and that's what I wanted for last time, y'all. So please scroll down to Real Life, Real Crime. And then they have the biggest podcast influencer, and a lot of people have been voting for me for that. So if you feel so inclined, please do. But again, hate to ask it. It helps us grow. It gives us more recognition. And when you beat the biggest shows in the world, last year on the other podcast award, I can't think of the name of it, but we came in second only to Criminal, the number 1 show in the world. I mean, it's pretty huge, y'all. We don't have that size of fan base yet, but we're growing every day because y'all keep telling people about us every single day. Like Shane from Wisconsin was getting ready to have a surgery or medical procedure done on Tuesday morning. He said he was getting hooked up to the IV, and he's telling the nurses about, man, you got to listen to Real Life, Real Crime. You got to listen to Real Life, Real Crime. And I appreciate that. And I know all of y'all are doing that. Everybody's telling everybody, and that's why it's growing so big. And I really do appreciate it. And I wouldn't trade y'all for anybody. But real quick again, www.podcastawards.com. Awards, all one word, .com. Put in an email. Oh, you can only vote once from each of your emails, okay? Otherwise, they throw your votes out. But put in your email, put in your password, and you go in. Adam Curry's People's Choice of the Year Award. Either vote for Real Life, Real Crime or Local Leaders Podcast. Again, Local Leaders Podcast, Jim Chapman, very dear friend of ours and a huge supporter of Real Life, Real Crime, and I'm a huge supporter of his show. Best Male Host, again, either vote for Real Life, Real Crime or Local Leaders Podcast. Best Business Podcast, Jim Chapman's Local Leaders Podcast all the way. Best True Crime Podcast, Real Life, Real Crime. Best Storytelling and Drama Podcast, Real Life, Real Crime. And biggest podcast influencer, you don't mind if you would vote for me for that one. So, and I hate to ask y'all to do it, but it means a lot to us. And this is my platform that I have to get up on and ask. So I'm asking. But it'll be over, y'all. What happens is that all the people are the ones who get you to the finalists. Now, they'll ask you on that first page, are you a podcaster or a listener or both? And you got to check that. And then they ask you, would you be willing to be one of the final judges? So what'll happen is this phase of the voting is just to get us to the finals. And if we make it to the finals, they take a certain percentage of the people who signed up to vote and ask them to vote, to listen to the finalists in these different categories and to vote for the winners. And I think that's pretty cool because it means there's no political messing it up. And it means that people go in and actually listen to it and they're like, oh, hell yeah, I like this, right? So that's it. Want to ask you again, I sure would appreciate it, okay? And if y'all driving around Baton Rouge or surrounding areas, and you happen to see Real Life, Real Crime on the side of the truck, Running Boards Marketing, it's a digital billboard truck. We're going to be all over Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas. If you see it, try to take a picture of it and post where you were when you saw it. And I think if for like every 10 posts or something like that, we're going to give away something Real Life, Real Crime related. I just think it's a really cool idea. The marketing idea, super, super cool. And that night, again, at Le Chien Brewery, those guys are the best in the world, the dad and the sons that run that place. And we will be back there at Le Chien's. They had Le Chien's advertisement and then Real Life, Real Crime's advertisement flashing all night. And especially as it got dark.
Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts to spark joy, wonder, delight, and that's exactly what I wanted feeling. Hey, y'all, I ordered a super cool piece. It's a candle with a sculpture of LSU's Tiger Stadium on top of it. And each officially licensed laser cut wooden replica features up to 4 layers of detail, creating a bird's eye view of a specific football field, seating section, and more. And every label includes your stadium's name, the team's logo, and school location. And it has a coconut, soy, vegan wax infused with sandalwood smell that creates tailgates and touchdown scent profile, reminiscent of game day. It's invigorating like fresh cut grass and nostalgic like smoke from a pre-game grill, and calming like the crisp autumn air of a new semester on campus. Y'all, I love it. I have it at the base of my TV and I'm ready to watch the Tigers play on Saturday night, right? Uncommon Goods. Look, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. From holiday host and hostess gift to the coolest finds for kids to hits for everyone from the book lovers to diehard sports fans. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not the same old selections you can just find anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/RLRC. That's uncommongoods.com/RLRC for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
It was really, really cool to see. But really love seeing those babies and meeting all those pets. Hell, I had a bearded dragon crawl across my back. Kayla's petted it. I'm like, holy shit. So, but that was a great time, and we'll do it again. Thank y'all so much. This is the week off that we take every month. And so Nanny Night, Patreon members, you will get it probably on Monday or Tuesday, and everybody else will get it a week from Saturday. And I can't tell you if it's going to be the conclusion yet because I don't know how long it's going to go, but it's really, really horrible. The rest of the story is even worse than the parts that you've heard thus far. And I actually got to meet Baby Matthew's half-brother at the meet and greet at Le Chien on Sunday, which was props to him. But anyway, I'll tell you all about the rest of the story coming up. And again, and guess what? The one after that is going to be just as bad, if not worse. I mean, it's just a horrible, horrible story. But anyway, love y'all much. Thank you so much. Please go give us a vote at www.podcastawards.com, and it would mean a lot. Also, y'all, that our app will probably be out before this weekend, I'm hoping, and for the beta testing phase. Super, super cool. Real Life, Real Crime, the app. And we will be the only true crime show in the world that has our own app in the App Store besides Sword and Scale. And it's got everything in one spot. It's going to be awesome. Working very hard on that. And Patreon members, the Bob story, I'm waiting on a phone call back to confirm what the deal was on those photos, and then I'll release that to y'all and let you know. And I will be I just put up more documents. I forget how many pages, 30 something on Nanny Night. I think there's probably 50, 60 pages of file information on Nanny Night on that patron only page. If you want to see it, it's vandalism tearing up. But patron members, thank you so much for supporting the show. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have a show, and that's just a fact. And business owners, if you want to advertise with us, we've been doing it for the national companies. Now we're doing it for some great local companies, and we're only going to back one local business in one category, in each category, right? Like I back Buddy's Barbecue 1,000%. I'm not doing another restaurant, all right? But there's several others, but if you're a business owner and you want to advertise the Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast, email Cindy at cyndi@realliferealcrime.com or hit me up. But Cindy at realliferealcrime.com. We have a plethora of options on ways and things that we can do for you. But if you want to advertise in a unique way, the best audience in the world, then hit us up. So thank y'all again. I appreciate you. Dallas, Texas, Arlington, all the fans that were going on that show. I am so sorry, but I'm not fucking around with this COVID anymore for a multitude of reasons, and I apologize, but I will make it up to you because we're going to come back, and we'll probably come back and do a much larger show, because this one was kind of, a month and a half, 2 months in planning. But we'll be back, okay? And love y'all. And, you know what? I want to say thank you to Gateway Inc. For coming out and selling our merch at the show on Sunday at Le Chien. And y'all, Gateway Inc., that's the company that provides the jobs to adults through the full spectrum of the autism tier. They're awesome. They're a nonprofit. They also teach their clients everything from life skills to they even have a housing thing. You can have to go back and listen to the Gateway Inc. episode, and I'll talk about more in the future. But they are doing some God's work. They are improving lives. And look, if you need T-shirts or koozies or hats, whatever you need printed, they do it. They do all our printing stuff, and they come to the shows. They came to the Texas Club and worked our merch booth for us, and they came on Sunday and worked the merch booth for us. But what a beautiful organization, a bunch of beautiful people who are just doing great things, improving the lives of others, right? And look, it's not really a charity because it is a full functioning business, but they are a nonprofit. And they're helping people with autism from one end of the spectrum to the other, learn life skills, giving them jobs. All the artwork and the designs and the printing, everything that we have done. They're I don't know if you call them clients, but they're employees or the people that are involved in that program do it. So y'all, if you need something from 5 shirts to however many shirts or whatever, give them a call. And they have they do the designs, they do everything. They're honest, awesome people. And then of course, finally, it wouldn't be me if I didn't say LOPA, Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency. Be a hero, give the gift of life, improve life. Go to lopa.org and sign up to be an organ donor. And until then, y'all, everybody stay safe. Let's beat this COVID shit and try to get back to normal. I'm Woody Overton, your host of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. Until next time or ever, don't let me catch you down on Murder Bayou. Peace.
Get ready, you're gonna do time. Real life, real crime.
Real Life, Real Crime is a true crime podcast brought to you by Woody Overton and executive producer Toby Tomplay.
This is the Patreon mix.